What's up, everybody? Hey, it's Kevin with Mix Coach, and I don't know. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately about saying yes to stuff. So that's kind of what we're going to talk about. Hey, if you're here, and I see some people online, say hello in the comments. Good to catch up with everybody. Kind of been in one of those things today where I just kind of felt kind of isolated, and I've really been looking forward to connecting with you guys. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to tell you real quick. You know about this maybe already, but I've got a course, a workshop, and it is available now. And there's a little surprise at the end. So you should, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I can't find it. Anyway, it's mixcoach.com/workshop. All right. Where did I put that thing? Anyway, it's workshop. Maybe I'll have to create one right here. Anyway, say hello. Let's see. We've got some people here. Hey, Blake, Danny, good to see you guys. Okay, so let me just jump in here real quick while I find that banner. Let's see, mixcoach.com/workshop. That's a little surprise at the end, so go check it out, okay? Okay, so I was just talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and, trying to catch up, just moved back from, well, didn't just move back, but we just moved back from California, and just telling him about all the stuff that we have going on. And it's a handful of stuff, and it kind of made me start thinking, I talked to Brent Rader a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking about that balance between saying yes to a lot of things when you're looking for opportunities to do things, and then that margin thing where you say no to things, like where you say your only two answers are either heck yeah or heck no. And I think we all go through seasons and stuff where we say yes to things and we say no to things. But I've just kind of been trying to put my head around this about opportunity. Which is worse, to say yes to everything or say to no to everything, right? Because I find that, a lot of good opportunities, really good opportunities that you never could have seen coming, come from the yeses. So even the reluctant yeses, the yeses that you commit to and that you just pursue. So here's some of the yeses I've done here lately. Hey, Dale, good to see you, man. Stephen Klein. Okay, so listen, I don't have anything written down here, but I'm going to kind of tell you a little bit about what we've been doing lately. Just launched the membership site back up, and I've got, several dozens of brand new subscribers to the website, to the membership site, and that feels so good to kind of get a community going in there, seeing how people are helping each other out. Said yes to that. When we were driving home in December, I got a call from a friend of mine in New York, and he wanted me to mix a live New Year's Eve service. And I said yes to that, but I couldn't say it until the beginning of February. So we did that, played bass on that. And then we were talking about, playing bass on it. And I said, hey, if you ever need a bass player, let me know. And he said, well, we need a bass player for Easter. So Easter and Good Friday. So I'm headed to New York tomorrow. So if anybody here is in New York or close to New York City, let me know. Maybe we can have lunch or something, okay? Said yes to that. Said yes to a haircut today. Yeah, I like it. One of the first ones I haven't done by myself during the whole quarantine thing. So I think this is like the second or third haircut I've had in a year that was paid for. Yeah, Blake says when California opened up, was ready to say yes to Coronado. That'd be a definite yes. Absolutely, man. Danny, this is good insight, man. When you're not confident, you always say no. Yeah. I was trying to think of. I had a business coach one time, and she gave me an opportunity to come in. It was a bass playing opportunity again. She gave me an opportunity to come and play for this thing she was doing. And I really wanted to do it, but we just found out that we were pregnant with Kaylin, and I didn't want to commit to doing something like that because I felt like I had a lot of news to give out, and I said no to it. And to be honest with you, that no has made me wonder more than anything. That no has made me want to go, what if I would have said yes to that? Wonder who I would have met. I wonder if I would be ahead of where I am right now. Another yes I've said recently, 5 years ago, I said yes to an opportunity to move to California. And the reason I said yes to that was I didn't want to look back and wonder what that opportunity would have looked like had I taken it. And I can't say that I regret it. I know things are, I feel like we just moved back to California. Moved back from Tennessee to Tennessee. And, my mind is reeling about what if we wouldn't have moved to California. But I would rather live with the choice of like having said yes and having the opportunity to meet some really cool people there. Go to a really good church, learn a lot of really cool things, be afforded opportunities that I never would have been able to find. You can always look back at those yeses and kind of take them apart a little bit, but I would rather take the yes than the no, right? So what about you guys? Have you ever said no to an opportunity that you wish you would have said yes to? I'm just in a phase. I'm in a period right now where it's like, I just wonder what opportunities are out there just by having the courage to say yes. And I'll tell you some things, when I named this podcast, I almost regretted saying yes to that because it's like, what am I going to talk about the yeses and stuff? And it just felt kind of random, but, anyway, so what about you guys? Have you done have you said some yeses or some nos that you, wish you would have or wouldn't have? Let me know. Jump in on the comments. And also, if you're here, I see there's several people here. Chime in on the live comment so I can see you're here. I can see that you're here, but I can't see who you are. So let's chat. Okay, so I mentioned that I'm going to New York this weekend. Excited about that. A little nervous about traveling to New York. It's just that one of those things where I haven't been to New York and I haven't been to New York in 10 years. And what's funny is the last time I went to New York, there was some major flooding in Nashville, which was just before Caleb was born. So anyway, Stephen Klein says, hello. Dale Scragg, hello. What are you up to these days, Dale? Are you still playing drums? Let's see. Hey, Tassie. Tassie's calling all the way from Hungary, around Budapest, I think. I'm not sure. I know you're in Hungary. Anyway, it's good to see you, Tass. Tass, Danny, and Steve are all members of the Mixed Coach member. Excited about what we've got coming up there. So anyway, let's see. Here's another yes I did lately. Had a church to call me and wanted me to put together some backgrounds for a video that they're going to be doing. So it's a story of Jonah and the whale. So no big deal, but he said we need some calm seas. We need some stormy seas. We need the sound of someone being thrown overboard and going underwater. Got that. We need another sound of him in the whale, drips and stuff like that. We need another sound of him being put out on the beach, and then another sound of him being in the desert. And so it would have been really easy to say no to that because I don't know where to get that stuff. But you know what? Sometimes those opportunities that present themselves, they will also afford opportunities to learn new stuff. And I learned that, I went to Epidemic Sound, and man, what a resource that is for songs and for background noise or background, environments. It's pretty cool. So I was able to take all that stuff in, just pick what I thought would work. and then layered it all together, exported them. And as far as I know, everything's good with that. So that was a yes that I'm glad I did, because I know where to get that stuff now. I called a couple friends, and they helped me out, helped me figure out where to go to check that stuff out. So that was cool. Let's see, what's another yes? I've had, let's see. Let's read this, Steve. I didn't mix during the COVID year, but pivoted and took music business classes that I should have taken in my 20s: music theory, composition, orchestration, etc. Yesterday, I accepted the opportunity to write and production music for some YouTube videos. Scary. Yeah, man, Steve, it sounds like one of those opportunities that you feel like you're in over your head, right? Those are the ones you grow from, man. I did that too, where I took a few years ago, I had an opportunity to teach as an adjunct professor in a recording class. As a matter of fact, we've got one of those tonight, and I definitely felt like I was in over my head. But man, if I haven't learned anything in that class, I've learned that people are at all different places in the gamut running this stuff. So congratulations, man! Accepted the opportunity to write production music for some YouTube videos. That's awesome. I'd love to hear some of those, Steve. Maybe you can drop some of those in the membership site. Would love to see that. So anyway, hey, this may not be a very long podcast today. I did want to. One of the things I thought about pivoting on a little bit while we're kind of bouncing around subjects is musical styles of mixing. Sometimes you get an opportunity to mix a different kind of music, right? Sometimes it's a bluegrass song, which are treated completely different than, say, a country song, which you would think they'd be connected, but they're not really that much connected. And the thing I keep thinking about is, for instance, a banjo or a mandolin or a dobro or something like that. Those are all instruments that can be in both genres of music, but do you know how you should treat them differently in each genre of music? And I'm pulling a little bit from this workshop that I'm telling you guys about here. If you're mixing a certain kind of music, you need to know the rules of the music as you mix it, right? Because you can get it to sound like you want it to sound, but if you miss the mark when it comes to the genre of music, then you've missed the mark. If you try to take a dobro and make it sound like Little Big Town on Boondocks, and you put it in a bluegrass song, they're probably going to laugh at you, right? Because that sounds really cool, compressed and everything. But if you miss the mark on how much compression is there for bluegrass, then they're not going to like it too much. So one of the things we cover in this workshop that I would love for you guys to go check out is that you have to know the rules. One of my favorite shows has always been, sorry, I got some allergies here. One of my favorite shows in history has been Dancing with the Stars. I haven't watched it lately because, of course, they got rid of my two favorite hosts on there, but there's different styles of dance, right? Now, don't take my man card here, but there's different styles of dance. You can have a cha-cha, you can have a merengue, you can have a salsa, and they all have their different subset of rules, right? Like and I don't know which one these are, but there's certain dance where you're not supposed to lift people's feet off the floor. There's another dance where you're required to lift people's feet off the floor. There are certain moves that are indicative of a certain genre of dance. Music is exactly the same way. Music is exactly the same way. For instance, if you're mixing bluegrass and you don't push up a G run, And if you've never mixed bluegrass, then you might not know what I'm talking about. But a G run is one of those important things. If you don't push that up, then they're going to ask you to. If you overcompress a banjo or whatever, they're going to ask you to undo that, and they're probably going to discount your style of mixing, not because you chose to do a bold move in a genre, but you don't know the rules and you just broke the rules, right? So that's one of the things that I cover in the workshop. So go check it out. It's really cool. Workshop. That's one of 5 big things that are in there. So when you get a chance, go see in there. Go and check that out. Let's see. Danny Miller's got. I have a few 10-minute mix practices from Audio School Online. Some of them are monsters. Danny, tell me what those 10 minutes mix practice are, because I'm a big advocate of mixing quickly. Jump in there. Maybe we could get something going. Yeah, I would love to hear some of those, Danny. Put those on the website. Tassie says, some cases it needs also nerves to say no. Some cases it needs also nerves to say no. Yeah, I guess you're right, Tassie. It depends on what season you're on. I'm in a season of like obvious yeses right now. But then, there comes a season when you have to like say no to, as my pastor used to say, say yes to the best and no to the rest. Right. But I'm in a phase right now where I'm just saying, it seems like I'm saying yes to everything. So let's just see where God affords opportunity. Right. Anyway, hey, I'm going to start wrapping it up here. I would love to see some of you guys in California, in New York. I'm so used to saying California. So anyway, you guys are around. Let me know. I'll be available this weekend. If you're in California. If you're in New York City, would love to see you. I may reach out to a few people that I know that are there, but I'll be playing on Friday night. I'll be playing on Sunday morning twice. And hopefully my daughter is crazy about, and I am too, Alexander Hamilton. And even though there won't be any Broadway plays going on there, we're going to be taking a little history tour. I think it'd be a good opportunity to get a little history in for Alexander Hamilton and some of the founding fathers and things like that. So we'll be doing that, a little bit of that this weekend. But members, there's a lot of you guys on here. Got a new song coming up on Tuesday. It's going to be awesome. Danny says those are mixes in different styles. Oh yeah, would love to see that, Danny. I'll send you one in your email. That sounds great, man. That sounds great. Well, hey, I'm going to take off for now. Sorry, I almost got a little late start. I was driving in from lunch, and my neighbor started talking to me, and I am a sucker for just a neighborly conversation, something I've kind of missed since I've been in Tennessee. It seemed to happen a little more often in California, but got stopped and almost was late getting started here. But anyway, hey, it's been good hanging out with you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me for a few minutes and commenting, liking, sharing, loving. I appreciate it. And I'll be talking to you guys early next week. All right. Maybe I'll see you in New York. All right. Talk to you soon, guys.